These are the 7 mistakes I've made as a newbie and you should learn from immediately. It's now day 11 of a 90-day challenge that I've imposed on myself as a newbie to monetize a channel that I've never done before. And no, the channel that you're on now is not the intended channel that I'm going to monetize. This channel was created to document my journey so that you can learn from my mistakes and do something better. Number 1 is scripting everything. In the beginning, I tried to script everything because that's what I'm seeing a lot of other YouTubers are doing. And I quickly realized that it is very difficult to try to follow the scripts. I mean, you could use a teleprompter, but it really doesn't come off as natural if you don't just speak from the heart and go through the process of explaining what it is that you're trying to get across. So as you can hear me speak even now, I'm just kind of going off the cuff. I'm not reading off of a script. So it does sound a little bit more natural. And that's the direction that I really want to take myself rather than trying to read and memorize the script the entire time. It's just not you. And so I'm going to try to be more me when I go through these videos. I found myself trying to memorize every little bit of the words, repeating it over and over again, and it would just become very difficult to try to do that. And so what you could do for yourself is really just find specific topics and then just start talking about it, record it, and then splice them together to make it fit the way that you need it to work. Just like I just did now. Number 2 is editing blunders. When I was first starting out in editing, I was still actually learning how to use the software. Yes, I've used it a little bit here and there, but it wasn't anything critical. And now that I'm trying to be more serious about creating these YouTube videos, I actually have to learn the software a little bit more, learn how to use it, different filters, different layers, all these different things. And so if you're really getting into this, you have to learn how to edit videos, no matter what software you start using. Once you become more comfortable using all the different elements, then you're going to find your different angle that you want to take in terms of direction that you want to create the videos and turn them into. Now, this is a great starting point. You don't want to have to immediately start paying someone else to do it because the whole point in creating these videos is to earn money, but you don't have the resources in the beginning to just start paying an editor, a video editor, $100 to $150 every single time you produce a video that you have no idea is going to turn into anything for you in the future. So take your time and learn the software. Be better at what you do now, and so that you know how you want your videos to be done by someone else later. As a beginner, while I'm learning new things, one of the things that I did also try to do was prepare my scripting, record everything, and then edit and render it all in the same day, which became very difficult and evident because after I posted my 3rd video, it was a day or two before my son pointed out that there was a black screen at the end of my 3rd video. And so for about 2 minutes, it's just black screen. There's nothing there, no audio, no nothing. And that's something I need to realize when I'm editing these videos. I need to take more time and notice all these small details. So I need to find different ways to actually edit and improve my process. Number 3 is screen time. Since I started this journey, I really started paying attention to everything that I watched, from TV shows to movies to even just anime. And I've noticed that the screen time of what you actually see, it rapid fires a lot of times. I'm counting 1 1000, 2 1000 stops, 1 1000, 2 1000, 3 1000 stops. So it doesn't really get further than 5 seconds most of the time. There are some movies that might show something for maybe 10 seconds before it changes, just because that's the type of action screens that it has. But any other TV show or movies that you watch, it will change every 1 to 3 seconds majority of the time. So that's something that you can implement into your video, is that instead of having so many scenes that are very long-winded with the same thing to look at, you are changing it up every 1, 2, 3, 4 seconds or so, depending on what it is. Number 4 is copyright content. With the copyright content, you have to be aware that when you use audio, even from the resource that I pointed out in my last video, which is Elements from Envato, is that there are artists that may have digital fingerprints inside these files that will put it on your video as a copyright. Now, it doesn't mean that you have a copyright strike, it just means that this artist has a copyright claim on it and you have to dispute it to get it removed. I had 4 copyright requests on just one video. I'm still waiting for all of them to be approved. So far, I've gotten 2 removed out of the 4. So one word of advice is that when you go to download your audio, that you go ahead and take the time to download the license for it as well. Even if you're just trying it out, you're not sure if it's what you're going to use or not, it doesn't matter. As soon as you download that audio, go ahead and download the license. Number 5 is sporadic learning. Since the first day that I started learning about monetizing my channel, obviously the YouTube algorithm was feeding me a lot of different videos to learn from, and it just went all over the place. So when you get started in this, really niche down in the direction of what you actually want to learn. But I really recommend in the beginning, don't even worry about the monetization. What you really need to learn is how to edit videos, create videos, finding the niche that you want to get into, finding the you. That's what you want to focus on rather than actually monetizing it. I know it kind of goes against what I already said, which is I want to monetize my channels in the future, but that's because I didn't know what I was talking about. I was just getting started, and now that I have gotten started, now I know I need to focus on these other aspects of what I need to know. You could end up like me, where you have about 150 or so videos in your playlist. I've removed some, I've added more, and pretty much every day I'll probably keep adding more videos. But I just have to find a stopping point at some point to realize that I can't learn everything. I have to learn some, implement some, learn some, implement some, rather than trying to learn everything at once. Number 6 is analytics addiction. Now, I will say in the beginning, it was pretty fun to see my subscriber list increase, my video views increase. And that's something that we're all going to look at in the beginning, is just checking it every day, every few hours, every few minutes. Say, hey, what's going on? Just to see, is it going up? And then there are moments where nothing is happening. The YouTube algorithm says, nah, we're good. We're not going to show your stuff anymore. Right? And then it's like, it's a letdown. You're not seeing those numbers go up anymore. And that's okay in the beginning. You're going to see that. But at some point, you have to accept the fact that that is just part of the process, and you don't have to check this every few minutes, every few hours. Let it go. Focus on other things that you have to do throughout the day. Go do your workout, spend time with your family, go do whatever else you have going on in your life. The YouTube subscriber and views, that's not your entire life. That is just one thing that you're doing right now. So again, in the beginning, it's okay. Look at it, enjoy it. It's really cool, right? It's actually happening. But don't get stuck on that. Focus and craft on you. Number 7 is lack of character. More than just finding the right niche, you also need to be able to get your personality out into the video. It's not about just creating that content for anyone, getting the perfect words and everything else out there. It's really getting people to connect with you so that they know who you are and they know, hey, is this someone that I want to actually listen to and wanting to spend time with in the future? Because that's a big investment. Money aside, time is something that we'll never be able to get back, and they need to know, do they want to spend that time with you? You're just not going to make everyone happy, and that's okay. That's why you have very specific friends. You don't make friends with everyone that you meet in your life. You may be friendly, but you're not friends with everyone. And you will only want to spend your time with those people that want to listen. I hope that you're finding my videos are improving and that I'm getting better, especially compared to the last 3 videos that I have done. I promise I will continue to improve on my craft and do better. As I'm recording this, my wife is making all kinds of noise and causing me to stop the video every once in a while. That's gonna happen. You're just gonna have to keep working through it. I wish you all the best and that you continue to achieve all of your goals. And if you're not there yet, don't stop. If it were easy, everyone would have done it. Only by overcoming trials, tribulations, and hardships do we actually feel like we accomplished something. Oh, and I need your help spreading a message. It's what I told my kids to take with them, even if they are grown adults and no longer living under my roof. It's something that I want them to continue living with the rest of their life. And that is to apply the 3 H's in your life: happy, healthy, and honesty. No matter what you do, if those 3 things cannot be fulfilled, stop it. Find something else, find someone else, do something else, whatever it takes to make you happy, healthy, and honest. If you like that message, please share it and let me know below. Take care.